Get ready for your daily dose of marketing strategies and tactics from entrepreneurs with the guile and experience to help you find success in any marketing capacity. You're listening to Marketing School with your instructors, Neil Patel and Eric Su.
Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about should you be using Outbrain or Taboola. So quick overview for everyone. Outbrain or Taboola, these are networks where you can promote your content. It's basically like a content, you can call it a content delivery network. So, the little content recommendations you see on the bottom of like a CNN.com or a ESPN.com, they're often being ran by companies like Outbrain or Taboola. And in the very early days of Outbrain or Taboola, we're talking a couple years ago, this actually seemed to be a viable source of traffic, and it still works for some people nowadays. But at the same time, when you're putting all your content on like, ESPN or CNN, sometimes you're getting a lot of unqualified clicks, and, these companies are just collecting your money. Now, one thing I'll also add too is in terms of like a quality filter for these services, sometimes you're going to see gross stuff. Like you're going to see pictures of like acne scars or like, really gross like fruit that looks like alienish. So you have to think about from a branding aspect, if you have your content appearing next to these, it's not a really good reflection, and you can see that banner blindness might start to happen because, when I see this stuff nowadays, I just tend to ignore it. But what I can say is, a long time ago when I used Outbrain, when it was really cheap, we're talking maybe I was paying like a penny per click or so, that was worth it. Nowadays, I don't really touch this stuff anymore. I can do such a good job with Facebook, and we can do a good job with Twitter or LinkedIn that we just don't really touch these.
The way you should think about any advertising channel is if you can make it cash flow positive, do them all. It's really that simple. If you can run ads on Outbrain and Tubula, and whatever you pay per click, you can end up generating more revenue. Do them all day long. These days, Outbrain and Taboola are better suited for companies who are ad impression based because they're arbitraging ad impressions, in which they're getting traffic from Taboola and Outbrain for less. And they're so optimized with their ad placements on their site that they're able to just arbitrage the traffic. The other type of Taboola and Outbrain ads that I'm seeing a lot are like, I hate to say it, more of the scammy ones, kind of like so-and-so friends searched them, or what is it called? Do you know what people can find about? Do you know what people are learning about you when they're Googling your name or something like that? And then they'll drive you through like all these questionnaires and just be like, oh, the results are going to be shocking. Are you willing to pay for it? Or are you okay? And then they'll charge you for it. Or some of their ads are just like, do you really know what your girlfriend or boyfriend is really up to? Right? Click here to find out. And like they're just scammy, and they're just trying to make a quick buck off of advertising. And that's fine if you're okay with it. And if those are the ads you want to run, you can probably be really profitable from Outbrain or Taboola, but in most cases you won't.
One interesting thing I've observed is from looking at these ads, I start to see the same things over and over. So it can mean two things. A, they're either really bad at advertising and they're not tracking their metrics, which probably is unlikely. Or number two, or B, it's actually working really well for them. Because if you start to see the same ad over and over and over, we're talking for months or years at a time, it's probably working. And that's something to take from. And you can use a tool like AdBeat, for example, or, AdBeat would actually be a good example, and probably a free tool we might give away in the future. But it's going to allow you to see kind of, competitors' ads, top performing ads as well. And I think they also show you how, people are spending on like Outbrain or maybe Taboola. But you can, get an idea of how your competitors are doing too. Neil, anything else to add?
No, I'm pretty much good on mine.
Great. So before we take off, we are giving away a free copy of Authority Labs, which is a keyword tracking tool this week. Don't worry if you don't win this week, because we're giving away a free tool every single week. So all you need to do to enter is to subscribe, rate, and review our podcast and text Marketing School. That's one word, no space. So that's Marketing School to 33444. Again, that's 33444, and we will confirm a winner each week on the list. So that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.
This session of Marketing School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe for more daily marketing strategies and tactics to help you find the success you've always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you in class tomorrow, right here on Marketing School.